Hi, this is a tutorial for the Basel Biochemistry group on displaying structure overlays, 3D superimpositions using Dali. First of all, if you've not been to Dali, you might want to search for it. Dali is D-A-L-I. That will get you hits for Salvador Dali and the Dalai Lama. So I usually look for Dali protein. And what you want is this echidna at Helsinki.fi, lives over in Finland. And here's the front for it. You can enter your PDB, your 4-digit PDB identifier here. I usually enter A for chain, just in case there are multiple chains. You can do a search from scratch using this, or you can search previously searched proteins in the database. I've already done that for a couple of them. And this is one of their suggested searches, this 1TU9. So after having clicked on this and let it run, the results I've gotten back are these. So this shows me usually what you get back is the protein itself. That obviously matches perfectly in terms of sequence, and it has a very high Z. That's that negative exponent of the E value. The more interesting hits, of course, are the proteins that match but are not perfect matches, and you can see that I have a lot of globins, myoglobin, hemoglobin type proteins. So let's say that I want to look at the overlap of the protein that on which I queried, 1TU9, and this one JBP, so a myoglobin molecule. You can learn a little bit about the hits just by looking at the PDB. We'll tell you a little bit about it. This initiates another Dali search, so we don't want to do that. But another nice thing to be able to do is actually look at the two structures laid on top of each other. For that, we need to run this Jmol applet. And I would bet a couple of months' salary that if you try that, your computer will not want to do that. For about the last 5 or 6 years, Java has been considered a security risk. So most browsers and most computers will not run Java applets. In fact, you notice that I am in Firefox, Google Chrome, and the new Microsoft Edge if you're in Windows 10. Neither of these will run Java applets at all. You have to be in Firefox is the only browser I've found on PCs. I don't know how to get Macs to do this, that you can even get to run a Java applet. A couple of things we need to do this. We need to make sure that Java is on and activated. I think it is on this computer, but I can go and check. If you go to your in Windows, if you go to your control panel and see if you have a Java 32-bit control panel, then you do have the program installed. And keep this open. We're going to need to come back to this in a minute. So I apparently have Java, and it is installed, but it is saying, nope, don't want to run that. So a couple things we can do. You might be able to allow it, and I can say, okay, go ahead and allow it now. Often this warning will come up, and I'm going to say, yeah, I'll catch you later. And this is looking promising since it's starting to run. Oops, it was starting to, and you will probably, even if you think things are looking good, get to this point. So what we need to do is tell our Java security settings that this is okay. So again, back in that control panel where I search for Java and I take my Java 32-bit, I need to open that Java control panel and go to security. And this is okay on high. What we need to do is tell it that it's okay to run anything from HTTP echidna. You might want to copy and paste this. Echidna.biocenter, so that you don't make mistakes like I just did. Helsinki.fi. So by doing this, we're saying, okay, anything that runs out of this domain, let me see that I did it right, Echidna Biocenter Helsinki.fi. And now I'm going to say okay, and it will say, oh, I don't like that, and you say, well, do it anyway, hit continue. And now I have told Java that it is okay to run this. So let me see if I can get this to reload, or do I have to close out my browser? Do I want to run this? Okay, so this looks good. So yes, run. Now we're loading. And now I can see, turn off the spin. I was thinking I was going to see two structures overlaid here. Let me go back to this because I didn't click anything, that's why. Let me click the one that I want to match to and then tell it to produce an overlay. So here in red is the query protein, that unknown bacterial globin-like sequence, and in green I think is the target, the myoglobin. This one has the protein backbone. Because it's globin, it's all alpha helix, so in the wireframe and the heme cofactor in the space fill here. So this can help you out a lot with looking at matches, particularly if they match up to maybe where you assume your active site is going to be. So it's a good tool to be able to use. I haven't played with it, but I think you can even line up more than one. It's a nice tool to be able to use. To be able to compare multiple sequences. But it does use this sort of outdated Jmol or Java applet dependent plugin that, again, most browsers will not run. Firefox is able to do that if you go in, again, to your Java settings on your control panel and tell it that this domain is okay. You've probably seen sequences like this before. If it works right off the bat without fiddling like this, it is running in JSMol, not Jmol. So JSMol is the more up-to-date, that does not require the Java applet and considered more secure. But this is what we got when we're working with Dali. So you might want to figure out how to do that.